President Donald Trump returned to the UN stage on Tuesday where he blasted globalist policies, and he tried to bring the focus back to his America First policies that focuses on slashing international aid, cutting humanitarian aid, and bringing the focus back to the states. His speech was watched by many around the world who are waiting to see what the U.S. will do regarding UN funding, whether it will continue putting money into defense, into NATO. And it was a moment for Trump to be able to meet a lot of his counterparts where he's discussing issues like Ukraine, like Gaza, and tariffs, which is one of the biggest topics that many were hoping that they could get resolved at the end of this UNGA week. Tuesday was also a big meeting day for Gaza and Ukraine. The UN Security Council, the 15-member council, which is the most powerful body in the UN, decided to meet on two of the biggest conflicts that are happening around the world. Zelensky oversaw the Ukraine meeting, and the Qatari prime minister and also his counterparts, the Palestinian ambassador, were also there for the Gaza. And this comes at a moment of huge importance. They're trying to focus to see if they can build a resolution to both of these conflicts that have waged for years. And they're looking to see if President Donald Trump will weigh in and be able to secure these peace deals as he promised he would do on the campaign trail. Tuesday was also a huge day for the president of Brazil, who came to the UN despite having some concerns about his visa and restrictions about his movements in New York. He was the first speaker, and he spoke a lot about what his focus is on as he takes over Brazil after obviously his predecessor had a tumultuous run. He was also followed by the Jordanian king, who focused a lot on Gaza, who focused a lot on the two-state solution, which was something that was discussed on Monday in a 3-hour-long conference where many countries, including France, Belgium, Luxembourg, decided to recognize Palestine for the first time, giving a really big blow to Israel and the U.S., who have been really lobbying against the effort. The rest of the UNGA week will focus on speeches from other individuals, including the Iranian president, Mahmoud Pezeshkian. He is going to be speaking at a moment of great importance for his country. There are sanctions that are looming at the end of this week if Iran and its European counterparts do not come up with a deal to be able to release the sanctions from coming back into place. Also at play here is the Syrian president al-Sharaa. This is the first time that Syria will have a president in 60 years appear at the UN. He's coming at a moment where he's trying to convince the West to remove sanctions on Syria and to be able to focus on a new Syria, post-Bashar al-Assad. These were all going to be really important speeches that are going to be happening, and there's going to be thousands of bilateral meetings that are going to be happening around the UN campus and around New York for the rest of this week as leaders try to get a number of things dealt with and be able to get to President Donald Trump while he's here.